Cool. Okay. Yeah. So I'm Theo. I'm 16. I run a hack club in Boston, and I've worked for Hack Club for the past year and a half. So I have a question about kind of how Next.js came about. So you talk a lot about like PHP and how like PHP was so fundamental because like if you made a file and you put it in a directory and then you went to that
Yeah,
path, like it's there. And I
done,
agree, like it's so awesome,
done.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
done.
So like at which point I assume there was like some time when you got into React. Like after you got into the React, at which point were you like shit, like this needs to exist in the React world?
Yeah, great question. This is a great question because it really is one of the defining moments for our company, and it was one of the defining moments for where we started seeing lots of success in the industry, and where were the signals that we had to double down on that. It was very simple. I had to create the website for Vercel or Zeit at the time,
Right.
and I had to create 3 pages. One to introduce your email, privacy policy, terms of service. And I knew that React was the programming model of the future. Like I had become convinced myself through lots of research and experimentation. And yet creating 3 pages was the biggest pain in the butt ever. I was like, I
Yes.
couldn't believe this gap. And
No.
and by the way, this is really like, if you want a tip for like successful invention at scale, it would be this. When you find those gaps of like, oh my God, how come the technology is so great if this basic thing is unattainable, right? It was practically unattainable. Like I had to configure a web, I had to download this, I had to download that just to put 3 pages online. And that was, as I said, it was kind of defining for the entire company because like, I explain to people our platform today as like it's pages as a service. It's just published pages next to where your customers are at scale. And yeah, like that, and this is why like simplicity is very hard as well. Like retaining that level of simplicity is always a challenge. It sounds so easy to say, oh, like PHP, let's just be like PHP. It was easy at the time. Let's make it that easy. But making it easy and also making it simple and making it work well when it gets, tested with like the largest websites of the world, that was a challenge for us. Like a lot
Yeah.
of thinking went into, can it be both easy and simple? And simple is actually the property that you most likely want. I would even argue that a lot of the things that I've created that are great and got a lot of stars on GitHub and whatever were easy, but they weren't simple, robust, scalable systems. So combining the two is like where like the magic happens.